Here we have my SimCity Social City. Even though the game's now closed down, I had a pretty large city. It's over 1.3 million. It's a bit hard to see with this video, so I'll cut to a quick picture. You might be able to see that better, hopefully. 1,331,064, I think. It's even hard for me to see. For some reason, this video did not turn out very clear at all. Not exactly happy with it, but there's not much I can do now that the game is closed down. Even though it was an extremely popular game with over 1 million people still playing it, not enough people were actually paying money for the diamonds, so EA decided to close it down because they weren't making enough money off it. Most people were playing it for free and not spending the diamonds, even after all the huge scams they tried to pull with quests and stuff to try and get everyone to buy more diamonds. The rage from fans was pretty much the worst I've ever seen. If you think the Mass Effect 3 rage was bad, on their forums, you ain't seen nothing. The fans were going ballistic over this. Some people had spent hundreds of dollars getting their city better, only to have it closed down, not playable offline or anything. So once it's gone, it's gone. Any money that you've just spent, stories of some people recently spending like 50 upwards of $100, only to find out the next day the game's getting closed down and all that money they spent is non-refundable. And you can see why everyone was going apeshit at EA. And because it was a popular game, it's not like no one was playing it. It was quite a popular game. It was the only game I bothered to play on Facebook. I'm quite against Facebook games, to be honest. I think most of them are trashed, honestly. But a friend got me into this one. I found it actually very enjoyable, quite addictive. I really liked building up my city. It wasn't easy to do. It took months and months and months. It wasn't like building a base in StarCraft or something like that. It took months and months and months of daily playing to get the city anywhere near to what I have here. The only way I was able to get my city to over 1 million was when they made diamonds a little bit easy to get after they decided to close the game down. Now, this still took a lot of work and a lot of effort to get this city as big as it is. I have not seen anyone else's city as large as this while still having factories and shops and facilities like police station, fire engine, ambulance. Like mine is still a functioning city with 1.3 million people, and it still makes good money, makes good materials. The city is quite functioning, and it's a really, really high population. I have absolutely every quest done that you could possibly do. They stopped releasing more, unfortunately. Pretty much absolutely anything you could do in the game, I've just about done it all. And unfortunately, the game got closed down when I was still happy to keep playing it. I'll give me more time to play other games, I guess. I was wasting a bit too much time on this, even though it was good fun. I don't look like I'm going to be playing anything else similar, just in case anything happens. Oh yeah, and what's going on screen now, it's just the layout of the streets, my layout on the island of the road. But yeah, I don't plan on playing any other Facebook games. I've seen a few people on my friends list that are playing similar games to this. I've had a couple of friends send me messages saying I should start playing this game. It's, just about as good. I've got this and that, but no. Not after what happened with this. I did not invest all this time into this game just to have it wiped away with nothing to show from it but this video. Hopefully, this is at least something for all my hours and hours of effort that I put into this game. Hopefully this video is at least, something to show for it. 1.3 million population, I'm pretty happy with. It took quite a while just to get over 100,000, and then each 100,000 took months, pretty much, up until the end, where it became a little bit easier to get this population. Just travelling back to the main island now, which there's more room on. They just released that island, and about a month later, they decided to close the game down. They started to do all these new cool things to keep everyone playing, but then decided people weren't spending enough money, and enough's enough. Allocate resources to other games. It was also just after the abomination of the new SimCity game that has come out that they decided to close this down because no one was buying that and everyone was playing this, and they wanted everyone to actually pay them money. But unfortunately, the new SimCity game is, how should I put it? Full of problems. Lots and lots of problems, which aren't seem to be getting fixed or ones that are creating more issues, and fans are still waiting. Most people have given up, and SimCity as we know it is dying because of this and the new SimCity stuff up. I was never a massive fan of SimCity. The most I played of one was the original SimCity and the Super Nintendo version back in the day. I remember that was quite fun, the Super NES version of SimCity. Here you can see my layout of the roads on my city. It's not exactly particularly greatly planned, but it is decently well planned, I'd like to think. It allows me for good population rather than having roads here and everywhere. I've done the little trick where you put roads going over the railroad at the wrong angle and cars can still drive across them. That was a little bit of a bug, a glitch they never got around to fixing. Made things a little bit easier. There's the Atlantean Lighthouse, which I actually had finished legitimately. My factories up there, buildings, and here's going through my list of inventory, or list of crap as I like to put it, which is a whole lot of stuff. So this is probably going to be the last couple of minutes on the video. Hopefully some people have enjoyed this video, as have I enjoyed playing this game as long as it was around. And I am disappointed that it is gone, but games go on, life goes on, and I have better things to play, to be honest. Shouldn't have been spending so much time on this, but it was good fun. And yeah, just going through the last of my inventory, I think, here. Pretty much been around the whole city, showing off the massive population, all the factories, the shops, all the rare buildings that I have, and all the crap that I have in my inventory. A lot of multiples of buildings. A lot of them I've got from quests or won as prizes or from the slot machine. Well, that's about it, YouTubes. I hope you all enjoyed.